What's up, everybody? We're back after a little brief time away from the table last week. It's good to see everybody again. Now, let's not waste any time. Let's jump right back into it. So, when we had last left off, after completing after going on a second assassination and successfully succeeding by having the cogs electrocute the water as the guy was swimming. I mean, I guess you could pass it off as the lightning struck. Yeah, fine. It just had to look like an accident. So making it look like an accident, but in the same time, running into a mother who believed her child to be caught and kidnapped, and actually finding him in the man's house and saving him, bringing him back to his mother. But in that time, in returning back to town, receiving word from a messenger that Chaz and Van had left the city for a few months to handle something. Not sure what, but this is where we'll start. And as the messenger, small boy starts to walk away. Ralph, you notice as there's this dwarf kind of like leaning up against the building, and he is just staring you now.
Does he have a silver fork?
No.
Oh,
But he's just like,
you're gonna give him one.
like a look of like, I know you. He's wearing like not heavy armor, but it's like a decent leather plated armor. And then he's got a shield strapped to his back and just a short cutlass on his like waist.
So a little bit above like common armor.
Yeah.
Not like very intricate like
No.
royalty armor, but
No, just like working man, hunter type armor. And even like his face, he's kind of rough. He's got like, go ahead and give me if you want to give me a perception check.
26.
He's definitely he's kind of leaned back. He's got his arms crossed, and you kind of get a look at him. You kind of zoom in. You recognize him. You can't quite fit it in as he doesn't have a very thick beard, but it's like almost like yours, maybe a little shorter than your beard. Maybe just like half an inch off his chin, but it's like very poofy. But you kind of, as you're looking at him, you recognize him, and he's just kind of staring you down. And it kind of, as he notices you staring down, it kind of gives you both like kind of a smirk, and you just keep looking at you.
You know this guy?
It looks very familiar. I'm pretty sure
History check.
it's not a fun roll.
It doesn't have to be a fun roll.
Okay, yeah, I'll do a history check.
I think he likes you.
8.
Somebody Chaz. Seen the Chaz before? It's all anything. It's all that can like pop into you. Kind of starts to walk towards you. Not in like a harming way or nothing. His arms kind of at his side, just
These boots were made for walking.
swing his hips.
No, I think we'll just lean back on the wall or booth or whatever we're at and just wait for him to. Yeah.
So you do. Ken comes up, gets few feet from you. Robo, and looks at you first, cards.
Right.
Looks over at you, Ralph. Been a few years, buddy. Probably don't even recognize me anymore. The beard and everything. One of your brothers used to run around with him. Remember how set fire to the old school?
That was you.
Yeah. The fire guy. Remember I gave you your first torch?
No, I don't remember.
You threw it at one of the pigs.
It's that I remember.
Strange story. See, your brother, he wanted me to come meet with you. There's, I guess, on the way out of town, him and Van came across something that they saw, I guess you could say interesting, and they thought maybe he could take care of it. I think he's nuts in the way he wants this thing situated. So there's a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a town. I don't want. Let's call it a.
Settlement?
Yeah, let's go with that. I call it more of a farm. It's not even really a settlement. It's just, there's a few up in the mountains, about 2 3 days out. There's
I have to
So-
burn pigs again?
I wouldn't suggest it in this situation. This is a little hairy. But there's a bandit camp. They've been there for. They kind of set up shop there a few years ago. They're led by some dude that calls himself the king. You know, they don't really cause too many problems, but your brother sees an advantage in the site that they're on. There's already some buildings there. He's trying. I don't know. He's trying to build an army. A civilization. But he sees an opportunity here where this city lays just off of where all the trade routes on the island intersect. So your brother sees this. If we can take this city, it might be an opportunity to grab all the trade routes, kind of get a little power on this island. Kind of sway things from Drumwood and put things in our hand. But the issue with it is there's at least 20 bandits there. I know this, and he like kind of unrolls a map and he puts it on the wall, and what you see is what you see on the table. And he kind of goes and the bigger building over here that runs by the water. Well, we know of this. This is kind of got to be like the Royal Hall or something. King he spends a lot of time in here. My scouts have seen him going in and out most of his days spent in here. They got a building that seems to be some kind of just like lot like mess hall. They seem to do a lot of cooking in there. You see guys go in and out with food and all that. And then they have it seems like just a guardhouse all the way up to the close, and in front of the like Royal Hall is just like a little small armory. They got a whole bunch of tents camped up. There's at least 10, maybe 15 tents lined up. At any given time, we've seen 20 to 20. My guys have seen 20 to 25 troops inside this place. Your brother expects you to go in there and kill them all. I just don't see how that's possible. I'm the realistic one. I like doing crazy, batshit, and insane things. But I don't see how that's possible without destroying the town or
Yeah.
losing the resources that we are trying to obtain by obtaining this. You know what I mean? It kind of looks at you. I was hoping you're logically thinking of this.
Yeah, if he wants to use that for strategic.
I have a better option. And I think this will fit you because you like a little bit of chaos and you don't mind a scrap. Convince them to let you in. Either make a deal with this so-called king to give up power or challenge just him. From what we understand, they don't attack people that approach the gates and that. They're interested in anything, but they want coin just like anybody else. They'll do whatever they can for gold. Democracy may be the best option in this.
So basically, cut the head off the snake.
Yes, but you have to do it in a way where the rest of the pack follow. So get him to challenge you. But to me, your brother's idea of you walk up on this gate and you just start slashing heads, you are so far outnumbered. These men are pretty well armed. I've seen several archers. I've seen several large, great swords. I don't think there's, in this King of Kings, he's got bodies. This dude looks like a statue. So my suggestion is you go in there because we need allies and we need an army. This is a group of bandits that if you can convince them to join our side. So it's either you convince this man to willingly step out of his throne, like it's getting him to step down his throne, or you do something to the point where you end up challenging him. But I think there's so much more benefit if you push him to challenge you. Because then his men will see you looked as an underdog. I know you're not. You threw my ass on the ground when you were 5 years old.
I think I already know what you're thinking.
But democracy may be the best option in this situation. Killing, I don't think.
Wow, I can't believe I got onto that quick.
The string getting thinner, shorter, isn't it?
As long as he's thinking what I'm thinking, yeah.
You guys need this. Here, I never gave you one. So you guys want it if you want to talk to each other.
I think I heard.
That's why I have sticky notes. That's why I have them. I use them for stuff. You guys want to
Oh,
to each other. But he does. He's like, and I seriously think if you can get this man to challenge you, with you being who you are, if you beat this man, his people will fall in line.
Oh no, I wasn't. I wasn't thinking that, but that's a good idea too. But I was thinking this.
I'm trying to remember how that went. Guys, it's been so long since I've
There's a lot of people here to think of. He said at any given time there's 20, 25, and there's always usually like groups of 5 leaving, and there's still usually 20, 25 in the team. So you don't know truly how many people are stationed here in this bandage.
Well, so you know how he goes into the, or he doesn't even go in that palace. He sends the droids,
right.
and then
Oh yeah, use me as a sacrificial chicken.
Got a prize? Oh,
Yeah, that's bringing back.
please. So what do you think? Do you want to attempt to slaughter all these people and probably end up dead yourselves? I mean, what's your thoughts? I'm telling to me, get him to challenge you. If you can get him to challenge you with the right talk and just if he challenges you, you kill him. His men are they'll fall in line. No question, they'll fall in line. This dude's got hundreds of kills. He literally sits on a crown of skulls. So if you get him to challenge you and you put him down, everyone will bend knee. That's however total men that's the start of army. And we'll have the city without having to rebuild anything. So we'll be able to immediately start to grow the city and place it on the trade route better and be able to capture everything from every other city. We'll control the trade routes.
yes,
It is your guys' decision, but democracy may be the best choice here.
Although
I feel that you are right in this instance.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to use brains over bronze.
Boy, ain't that so corny. Ding.
That's a bad for your character. He feels like
He's smart and he's strong
Yeah.
because he's like, yeah, I have 19 in intelligence and then 20 in strength.
So he breaks the mold of what a barbarian is, a dumb barbarian. He is a genius. He breaks things only in the finest class and for the most legitimate reasons. But
I only break things because I'm strong. I don't break them because.
he kind of looks at you. You have some time to think about it. You're gonna have to go about 3 days north. So you have to do some walking in the mountains, but it's always good to spread your legs. But I would suggest, kind of looks up at the sky. Let's say it's about 3 o'clock now, so and maybe get some things you needed tonight, get some sleep, and hit it early in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
Well, if there's any other questions you guys have, I believe there is a pint waiting for me at the inn.
Enjoy. Good to see you, my friend.
Take it easy. We'll be seeing each other shortly.
That's short.
Tell Ben I said he is a tall prick and he just watched. You sense about pettiness between the two of them. So you can either skip right into taking a long rest, or if there's you're in the city right now. If there's anything you want to acquire, anything you want to sell,
Well, we got plenty of potions, so
you're midday right now.
We have all his potions.
I've got 4 left, 3 left, 3 left. So, but is there anything else you think you might need?
Because I think
my inventory's good.
Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. As
Well, then,
no.
go ahead, I'll take a long rest. Give yourself a long rest. What changed?
Long rest rules: recover half hit dice or recover all hit
Oh, the
dice.
stupid new update. We'll just create now. We keep adding more and more. Right.
Okay. So,
Well, it's like when I'm trying to create the custom weapon. So you have to like pick what type of like base weapon it is. So I haven't done it in a while, and now I own so many different types of wood. So I'm like scrolling through this list, like and it's listed by like the press companies. So I'm like, how in 90% this is the same shit.
so if we do the Jabba's palace, because I can go up to the front door with you.
Yeah, because that's the thing is you got to talk it out. Is getting the gate. They won't attack you at the gate, but it's convincing them to let you meet the so-called king. Is where
Because I can use you as
Bait.
essentially. But if something falls short, we can.
Star Wars. Here, let's just send the droids.
Well, that's essentially what I'm. I
Jabba's
figured, because that's what I wrote down. He did not write down that.
But the problem is, got better talking skill than he does.
That's better than me too, probably. Yeah.
Because what's your persuasion and intimidation in that? Because that's what you need.
My persuasion is shit.
-1 persuasion.
Skills.
My
Yep,
persuasion
-1.
Yeah, and I mean, your intimidation is +2, but that's just more because who you are. You're a robot.
Deception -1.
My
Yeah,
persuasion.
and then deception as well.
I can intimidate. That's about it.
But that's what it's this. You need to look at this. You need to look at your skills because you're going to need skills in this situation because you're going to role play this. So you're going to need skills.
Because my persuasion's only +1.
His is minus, so you got you. It's
And then
intimidation's higher, always.
yeah, it's +7 technically with. Well, it's +4 plus proficiency.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can use command to just fight us.
You can use command, but then you're also risking hostility.
Right.
To get past the spells. Right?
These ain't the drones you are looking for.
You're forced to. Try not to swear because YouTube changed all the policies.
Oh yeah. If we do that, we can.
And unfortunately, the DC save on that is only 12.
As they sit in the inn,
Yeah.
you can see there, you guys can talk. They decide to sit in the inn as the sun begins to set, kind of considering their plans of how do they want to approach this? Be reckless, as Chaz says, and just murder everybody, or take rats, rats.
And if we bring you
option,
in, right?
And make democracy work.
We bring you in. I offer him you as a prize if he fights me. And if that fails, I'll give you a fireball from my fireball necklace. And you throw it in the crowd because they'll be surrounding us probably.
Risk losing an arm? You gotta think whole story here, bro. This is what I'm starting to do. You need to think long term right here. Because
I said if.
I know, but that's
if. If this
because think the long termness of how much a murder hobo works out at the end when you're trying to build an army and you killed everybody. Because remember, I want you to think of it this way too. In the grand scheme of the world, Drumwood's up to something. There are cultists on this island that have taken over most of the west of the island. There's this odd group of bandits, which you just discovered, that has been living pretty peacefully, self-sufficiently for several years. Chaz sees it as an opportunity. If we need to establish a city, this is right on the intercepts of all the trade routes. This can be our chance to grab power. So you think long term in building power and creating a kingdom.
And only one of us is fighting him? I mean, you are better fighter than me. I mean, you do a lot more damage than I do, so.
do some. Can I get a stone and like I want to make a call to a friend that I haven't talked to in a few thousand years. Eeks.
Right.
Um, you could, well, like if we go in there, um, can I do a history check to see if he would know who Chaz is?
The king.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll say this first. Give me a history check because you know a lot about like the groups. So give me a history check to know on if you know anything about this bandit. That'd be the first one.
8.
8. You're familiar of them and you've heard of a group of like a decent group of bands that have kind of made a self living. In fact, you were kind of interested in it because you divided from society and kind of built your own thing out in the woods. At a moment before you did that, you thought, if this is a real thing, maybe I can join this. So you're aware of this. You just after seeing the map and that you didn't realize just like how far along with becoming a village and just how self sufficient they become. So you're aware of this. Now give me a history check to see if Chaz would know.
21.
Good roll. That's gonna help. You actually begin to remember, and you kind of look back to your teenage years, and you remember you and your brother when you guys used to run ale from the north, Lion City. You have a recollection. You made a deal with somebody outside that gate before. You don't remember a crown or a king, but you remember somebody of authority buying liquor from you and your brother when you were in your teens. You had some recollection of this. In some ways, seen this. It's been a very long time, but you have an idea of what you're getting into. You've heard of this before. You've heard of the bandit camp that is like etched their own society basically in their own soul survival.
Did you just move that shelf?
A couple weeks ago when I got that.
No.
Is there anything you want to try to deduce or find out or think about?
Yeah, team effort.
Well, you say that you got most of the memories. I'm trying to think of what I'm going through.
You still you got a lot of your backstory still.
Pretty much.
So I've got wait just cat face me please.
Oh, trust me, I do.
The problem is like a lot of the story I built off of Chaz. So it's
Right now, I can't think of anything for my character. But
yeah,
if unless he tells me something, that's
okay,
going through
so
his character's
let's put it
head.
this way a little bit. To help you get into your character a little bit. To help you create creation.
Right.
Your character's a shooter. You're a scout.
Mm-hmm.
You like to have military strategy. So to help you roleplay a little bit, think of things like that. Like, what can you guys bring up plan wise? Okay, what about the perimeter? What about you? Like I said, you have this map. You have a drawing of what you see on the table.
Okay.
You're right now. You're sitting in the inn. You have this on the table right in front of you, and you being a war planner in that, it's consider your angles and everything, stuff like that. Like bring who your character is.
Your stealth is shit too, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I mean. So you can. I mean, that's the thing. Look at it from the perspective of who your character is.
So, are these pretty much just empty buildings, or are they part of the camp?
What he has written on the map is he has get hall
Because we know the
like
tents are
that
over there.
is the hall, like the royal hall.
Right.
That is some kind of mess. That's some kind of like um guard post type thing, and that's like an armory. That much you know, and then you know that from what he told you was that they most of them bunk in the tent area, and there's at least 15 tents open. I'm just trying to like open your
Right.
mind so you get all the planning in that.
I only count. I didn't draw all.
A little bit smarter.
8 tents. There's 10.
Oh, there are. Those were hidden for me.
But yeah, so what's the video you want to do?
I'm going to save. In order for me to find out the surroundings, we almost got to get near, see what we can even see. I need to get it to a high point of some sort.
I say we just go knock and talk to him. Offer him a chance to help throw this power that's in order, you know, because they're bandits. They don't care for any people.
That's your one attack. I believe. It goes like, I forget what it's called, but the one attack, it's literally the attack is that. It's centered around you.
Okay.
Or spike or whatever. I forget what I named it. But just so you know.
We'll talk to him, and then if he doesn't go with the plan of helping us and letting us use this as a strategic point, we can rile him up so he challenges us because we'll mock his ability to do whatever, blah, blah, call him a little girl. He'll get riled up, challenge either us or me to a fight. They might jump in. I doubt it because he's got to prove himself now.
All right.
Because we've made fun of him in front of his troops. Then
makes sense.
We either destroy him or let him beg for mercy, and then I still destroy him.
Okay. So, do you have your plan then?
I think we do.
I think so.
So you roll your map up. Oh, so
You said roll it off.
you lay down for the night. You get a night's rest, and as you awake in the morning, it's actually a beautiful morning. You have a cloud in the skies.
It's a beautiful morning.
As you step outside, Koch sings this beautiful song.
I say, hey, yes.
There's an old man across the street. He's like sweeping a stoop, and he's like, you get sung yet?
Nope.
Sweet little birds.
Oh. Okay.
He's just sweeping, and you see there's a few people outside just like kind of getting the day ready, opening their curtains, kind of cleaning up outside their houses, you know. See the guards kind of getting to their posts on the corners. And as you kind of roll out of town, you get out of the gate, there's two guards standing at the gate. It's the two typical guards. And at this point, you guys have kind of got a bit of a repertoire. You guys have been in and out of this gate and out.
So I just pull out my pistol.
I just start shooting.
Done. We ain't coming back. But
Nope.
And I start shooting.
But as you kind of walk out of the gate,
That's
guards.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Two guards that they've gotten quite used to seeing you guys just coming and going. They kind of see you, and the one guard, the half orc, he kind of sees you and he goes, "Oh, heading back out today?
Yes, sir.
Watch yourself, sir. Animal attacks have been kind of higher in the last few days. Been hearing lots of reports of dragons too. Something's going on."
I'm going to leave
Ralph
this back
just
at the
looks
house.
At Cogs and like you. Okay, I'm gonna ask him what kind of dragons? What do you know about the dragons?
Give a persuasion check. Where's the animal too?
12.
Kind of loses. He like cheers up all of a sudden. Funny you ask. I actually wanted to be a dragon slayer growing up, and I spent a lot of time learning about them. You actually asked the right guy. This island's actually littered and they hide all over the place. The craziest thing, and I don't know if it's true or not, but my mother used to tell me this story. Supposedly there's a crown on this island that allows you to speak to them. And I mean, something is definitely going on because the dragons are usually active, and I'm used to seeing when they fly around, they're not very hostile usually, but something is going on lately where a lot of dragons are being very defensive of all the mountain ranges on this whole island. So, and it kind of makes, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I love dragons, and it seems too directed. It seems too coordinated. They don't like being around each other. I mean, they said the one mountain range, there's 7 dragons in the one mountain range. They don't like to be that close to each other. They like to have their hordes hidden in a way. So it's something. And again, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think there's some truth to this crown because I mean, dragons don't just coordinate like that. But I would just say stay on your toes. From what I understand, there's a gold dragon kind of lurking around. There's a bronzy too. Bronzies aren't too bad. They're actually kind of nice. They won't fight you unless you start shit with them. Goldies, they're a little more reckless. Basically, you want to the gold, stay away from the kind of the brown, the green. They won't fuck with you unless you fuck with them. But the other ones, you get aggressive. Now, if you see a red dragon or red dragon hide, and then I'm hearing these things of these shadow dragons that are appearing. If you come across one of those, just run because my buddy tried to kill one of these things. He lost an arm and took his own arrow to the knee because this thing has magical abilities. Okay, he cut off its wing. It still flew the frick away. Like at this point, you see he's like consumed in talking about dragons. Like he has an obsession with dragons. But it's like just stay on your toes. The other guard at this point is like, just like trying to get him to focus on his job, and he's just like, just be safe out there, guys. And he like,
A quick question. Since you know everything about dragons, just say if someone owns a dragon egg, is there a way if one person can hide the scent of that egg? Since you read up so much about them,
Flinch.
persuasion? No.
Nice one.
Oh, two.
What? A dragon's egg.
I said we did it. It's just if we did. Yes.
That's signing a death warrant.
We didn't take it.
Okay. This is just my frame of mind. Being somebody who loves dragons and just is fascinated by them.
Someone who loves dragons but wants to be a dragon slayer.
Hey, there's a challenge in killing them, and you have the glory in it. The glory in it, okay?
Yeah, there is.
Especially being a hunter and tracking them down and then claiming the horde for yourself. You know how great that feels?
I mean, we did beat the shit out of one.
Okay. So there's glory in it, and it's a great living, but it's dangerous. But I would say whoever it is that has a dragon egg, I'd find a way to put that thing back in its nest.
Put that thing.
Because one of two things is going to happen. One of two things are going to happen. If that mother hasn't tracked them down already to get that egg back, it will come as soon as that egg hatches. And then one of two things is going to happen with that dragon. You see, the mother's going to get it back, or you're going to keep it, and it's going to grow, and it's going to eventually realize it can kill you. There's a reason they rule the skies.
What if you bond with said dragon?
How are you going to bond with the dragon? I mean, you could certainly. I've never heard of the thing, but you can certainly try, I suppose. But it's a dragon. I know we're talking hypotheticals here, but wait, I dumb question. What color is the egg?
Let's say silver.
Silver white.
Tell your friend or whoever they're lucky to still be alive because that is just you are messing with metallic dragons and they don't play around. They kill first. They are the type that cook and then eat.
All right.
And a silver dragon, he's going to freeze you, shatter you into a million pieces, and then melt you for his own joy.
Okay.
Ralph looks at Cogs with that like, you're screwed.
Shut up.
I guess the only advantage you would have is you just gotta hope that it's not like they're rare, but I mean there's a few of them. Is pray that the egg didn't come from an ancient dragon.
All right. Well, we better probably should take
Is there a
off.
way to tell?
One thing I can say is if that egg hatches and it's got a blue belly, you better pray. Because that is an ancient dragon coming for you.
We will let our friend know.
Okay, then. Tell him I said good luck. Is there anything else I can help you guys with? Or
No.
trying to get going. This one's hitting the top of the tree, so.
Probably should
No,
be
we
getting
gotta
going.
get going on our way.
All right.
You see the guard.
Roll it in the first roll. This is getting roleplay treatment slipping. Okay, so who wants to roll the first roll for the first day? It's been a while since we've done this, so who wants to do it?
How about you?
What am I? Just straight roll.
Straight D20 roll.
12.
Probably would have been better than me.
You start to walk in the day, heading into the forest. You can occasionally hear the sounds of like critters jumping through the trees. The bush all of a sudden, or you see a monkey kind of swing from a tree,
Fine.
or the occasional spider kind of crawling. And you're walking through the day, and the day kind of like goes by pretty quickly, uninterrupted. As the sun starts to set, and you find a nice little clinic just off the trail to make camp for the night. As the day goes by peacefully, and you set up camp and just relax for the night. So unless there's something you want to talk about around the campfire, you roll good for the first day. One rest and another roll. I mean, you really don't need the one rest. But if somebody wants to give me another roll, okay with nothing. Unless you want to do something by the campfire.
Well,
It's up to you guys.
is there? You said there's small spiders running around.
Yeah. You see them like, not like tiny, but like hand size. Run up the tree every now and then.
Just try to aim at one, just with my laser pistol. Just.
Okay. Go ahead.
18.
Hog just sitting by the fire, Ralph. All of a sudden you see him draw his gun. You hear
I'm just practicing.
You hit him right in like in his back as he falls right off. You're still a long ways by that.
Yeah. Well,
Now, why would you do that?
it's a spider, and I'm practicing. You know how rusty I can get later.
Son, the 30-foot right now.
That would be it.
No, I think we're good. I think we'll just.
Rest it off.
Yeah.
So go ahead, pause. Second day, would you please go ahead and roll for me?
Here comes the dragons.
Would you roll? I need both of you to roll a d6.
Oh, shoot. 6.
The second day starts, and as you start to walk,
Rolled an 18 to kill a spider, and then 1 for a dragon.
Yeah.
but you kind of get on to the day. When the day before was a really nice, no cloud in the sky, sunny day. Today's a little bit more, I wouldn't say cloudy. It's a little cloud sky, but it's very windy. You could hear the trees rustle as leaves kind of fall off the trees, and the wind is rustling through everything. It's kind of making it hard to hear anything else. It's so windy. But as you're walking through the day and you're kind of like living, just after a day of peace, kind of not really stumbling, but not really paying too much attention where you're going, just trying to stay on the path. Ralph, you kind of like stumble to the left of the path, like kind of like trying to walk on the edge of the path just out of boredom and trying to like entertain yourself. So you're like trying to walk that fine line. But as you're walking that fine line, all of a sudden a hydra balloon, the man eater thing, comes and it grabs you. So I need you to make a DC constant. You're 17. DC 17 constant.
Do I see this happening?
Yes. You watch it all of a sudden he is grabbed.
Would this be a deck save?
No, it's Constitution. Oh wait, yeah, that's me. I fucked up. It is a deck save. It's kind of yeah, you're right. Yes. Yes.
Would I be able to do a
Just
quick
because
shot?
I have that danger sense.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay.
Would I be able to make a surprise quick shot, just like excited, but just like a wild shot?
The way he's walking on the edge of the path, it's literally like you don't even like fully see it. You just all to see him get snatched off the path.
Okay.
Like his feet are in the air, and you're like, you. Give me a perception check. Actually, this is how we'll decide.
Perception +4, 26.
You watched him get pulled. You see like the top and the bottom of the creature and like these like teeth that are in his leg. Would you roll
13.
13? Yeah, you got that. So you are restrained.
Oh, I'm not prone.
No, you're inside this thing, so you physically you you can't get out of it. Basically, you're like this inside it, and your feet are sticking out. And that's what you see. Is you see his feet sticking out and like flower, teeth, and like just make out the stem, and then there's bushes in front. So you can't even really see the whole scope of this thing. You just see this one like flower head and his feet dangling out of its mouth. From like you see his knees to his feet. That's it. Is there anything you want to try to do before we go? Because right now we're not in initiative, so because it's not aware of you. So right now we could try to pull him out. We could attack it. Just hope not to hit in.
I'm going to quickly just go ahead and use command to try to get him to drop him.
What do I gotta roll?
Wisdom 12.
Right, give me a second because I gotta look at some serious plot. Okay, what say was it?
12.
Of what?
Wisdom.
Wonderful. Yeah, no, he's saying it's 16 plus 5, so 21. So it like it looks over at you and it's like, and you see and you feel it. It's like all of a sudden this like slimy stuff like comes up from it and like just coats your entire body.
Oh, that cannot smell too good.
Okay, so roll initiative. Because
No, because I couldn't have used a reaction.
no, you're literally like you can't even budge. What'd you roll?
3.
3? Initiative?
I don't think I'm using even. We'll try this
5?
1. 3.
You want to know the sickest thing? 3, 4, 5. That's with your plus?
Yes.
Okay, so it goes plant, hydro bloom. I gotta write that under hydro bloom, wimp.
No, Ralph.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're wimp in my phone.
Yeah.
And cross.
You still have that dog thing?
Dog thing.
I thought you had a dog thing. We named it Washer.
No, that was the That's for your chariot races.
Oh.
That's your chariot. That's your velociraptor.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was like, what happened? So it's cogs.
It's Hydro Bloom Ralph.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't like this. I wasn't sure what you were doing. There we go. And with its attack, with Ralph in it, it's kind of stuck at the moment, but it can do.
Does that
Oh, it's got four stuff. Okay, nice. Cool. Okay, so as you did this and like tried to use command, all of a sudden you see this like three more plant heads come up. I mean, four of them. Okay, and kind of all of a sudden like it scurries out of the bush, and you realize the base of this thing. It's like a mound that's like 12 feet long, and the plants themselves are like 4 feet off of this. And like even like the like base of the stalks of the plants are like this. And where you see Ralph goes in, it literally goes like like a snake. But as all four of
the
them come out,
giant yellow plant from Jumanji?
essentially, you see this like twist of vine and these teeth and these snappers. And it goes and it's gonna go ahead and do a multi attack on you as two of the heads like come swing in at you. So that's going to be at 18 plus 5, that everything hits. 3,
What's the Quake Smash? I think you were talking.
that's one. And then and 12. Okay, so the first one catches you for 19 points.
All right.
And the second one, god dang. You watch as it like swings, but as it does, it kind of reaches at you. And as it does, the one head snaps off as it like overextends itself. I love the natural one.
Oh
And
no.
now there's only 3 heads. And one currently is eating Ralph. And then it's just going to use its bonus to. It's going to try to digest Ralph. So here's Ralph. Here's Cogs. Give me. I'm gonna use this swamp thing looking bear thing. So we'll just say Cogs is Ralph is inside of him. And he's gonna try to like swallow you down a little more. So go ahead and make a I'd say strength check or strength save because you're right. Or I'll ask you. You're inside, like you could kind of feel like it contracting.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to like.
Make yourself bigger.
Yeah.
So you strength check.
15.
You feel it start to contract, and as it does, you get that little moment where you're able to like kind of like going from this to where you kind of box yourself out and kind of hands on your shoulders, and you kind of get that extra little room, and you kind of start to wiggle, and you do kind of feel as you do your legs kind of slip out of its mouth a little, and then it's your turn. So it's basically strength check right here to try to kind of wiggle your way out, strength or dexterity, depending on which way you want to go about doing it. Strength if you want to
For
get your elbows in the
saving
sides.
or just ability?
Ability, because it's your turn. So it's basically are you wanting to use your strength to do like because you got your arms like this to kind of use your elbows to kind of push your body out, or are you wanting to go dexterity and just kind of like
Can I
with that
use?
oil and viscous that the plant produces?
Can I use my tail? Where is?
Actually, I would probably say yes because you're not out to like your your waist isn't out. Your so if you were to take your tail, it would just be like halfway in its mouth, halfway out. Right? You certainly could. Call it your under. What would you like to do, Ralph? You're being devoured. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my form of the beast and use my tail because you grow a lashing, spiny tail which deals 1d8 plus 5 piercing damage on a hit. Has the reach and
Okay. So I get that. So are you just like growing it? Or are you gonna use the tail to like kind of pull yourself out by like pushing it against it?
trying to stab it. So maybe
like
it'll
a
let go and I
scorpion type thing move.
So basically, just grow your tail in hopes that it'll puncture. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
Scorpion type move.
And
6.
you kind of go to like you go to make a tail, starts to grow, but like you're so where you're at in its mouth, it's kind of like stopped it. You can't like get that pressure. You feel that like pressure to where the rest of the tail won't grow. I mean, you really don't have a bonus action. You're kind of trapped inside.
Can't I use Can I use divine like smite?
You need to use that with an attack, unless you cast it on Ralph or Cogs. You can do that. Okay. But no, you can't use that 'cause your top half of your body. So that's your turn, Mike.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
So we're over to Cogs. You see this? He's like just up to like his ass cheeks are hanging out. So like his ass and up is being eaten by this plant at this point. You try to pull him out. You try to go straight for the kill with this thing. What would you like to do, Cogs?
I think I'm gonna try to get a good shot at the stomach or the area to hopefully there's enough pressure that it'll just spit him out.
Okay. Go ahead, one and shoot.
10?
10. You shoot wide as the bullet curves off. It's not, it's, you know, it's kind of stabby trying to shoot.
Second attack.
Okay.
12?
Off to the right this time. You right down both sides of you. Bonus action?
Yep. Hmm? Yeah. I was planning on that since it's grass. Spells. Which luckily for me, I do have. I thought I had. Oh, Sacred Flame. Dex save of 12.
No.
So that was a hit. Alright, so 2d8.
Start taking your move, bro.
I don't use the 8s much. Yeah, I believe these are. 4.
4 points?
Plus 4 spell attack, so 8. I almost forgot about the spell attacks.
Alrighty. That's your bonus action, so we are back up to the top. And it is going to regenerate. Get
Oh,
some of this health points back. Only 13 health points left. And with that, it's just going to kind of lurk towards you more. You're actually very close. So it gets a little closer. And now we are over to Ralph. Got a little more wiggle, bro. You think if you give it a good force, you can pull yourself out. Maybe reach for a dagger?
Okay.
What would you like to do? Drop a fireball bead in there and just waste some damage to yourself? And just kill the plant from the inside? I know. It's kind of reckless crap I would do.
I thought about it. Like I thought of no, let's see. Yeah, I'll just do another strength check.
Okay. I know only ability to force yourself out.
This is just ability, right?
Yep.
15.
You're like this much. Going the second factor if you wanted to. But you get so many freaking actions on turn. I'll allow you a second regulatory action here.
Okay.
Since you technically get one and only taking two.
19 plus 5 is 24.
You come out, like slide out of it. And right in front of it, you realize at the moment just how big this thing is. Its open mouth is like this big. So if you want to give me that restraint thing. And you are now back out. And that is going to be the end of your turn. Okay, so he's clear. I would just be using the biggest, baddest things I have.
So let's see. So that's what, just 5 feet.
This town.
So he's only 5 feet in
Do I
front of you
have
then?
advantage on the bracket cleaver? See, that was the only fun part of.
So I'm going to just quickly just put my
Your
rifle.
weapon is so OP, you can't even.
I'm just going to quickly put my rifle
I
back.
certainly can.
I'm just like, I'm getting tired of this thing, and I'm going to pull out that glaive and sort of do like a running joust on him where you jump and just, yep. So that's just a straight roll. 8. Nope.
You go Rambo and you and you you jump in the air, you fly, pull the glaive off your back, and you go to swipe. And as you do, you like land on the ground and you like try to be a badass, like superhero, like. And you look down and you look up and you realize you're like a foot and a half away from the plant.
All right, you're out.
You totally misjudged your jump.
I'm going to use my second attack to try to swing it back.
A flash.
Yep. God, these dice are not working for me.
I know. You jinxed it when you said that 18 thing at the beginning.
5. Nope.
You go to swipe up and it's just like, and you.
Barbara.
No, it was like because you're on the ground, you had it like halfway up the staff, so you forgot to like as you swung to like slide your hand down to the end of it. So you just same thing, just but at this point it literally goes as the flower like looks down at it. The bonus action.
Yeah, I'm just throwing my hand out to cast that Sacred Flame again. Dex 12.
That's cool. Natural 20. But as you do this, and this like flame comes off your hand, you watch as all four of the stalks just kind of like, and they like lurk back. You scare this thing, and all of a sudden you notice it kind of lurks back under the bush. Almost like it's kind of, I don't want to use that word, but I mean, like kind of like it's fleeing.
So, well, that was my bonus action.
Okay, so then we are over to the Hydra, which you do notice with perfect words. Now that Ralph is out, it does. It kind of just kind of dips back into the woods.
Well, that was out of the blue.
You know, matched it. It was a freaking plant. It just it didn't like fire. You scared it away.
Okay.
Sometimes the combat doesn't need to end resolutely, guys. Come on.
Yeah, what's the fun in that?
Fucking Rolf chasing after it. Chicken, chicken.
2 episodes chasing a fucking flower with 300 hit points. This is never going to end. Welcome to Royal Kingdom. This damn flower ate me. But
Well,
kind of like for a moment,
Everyone eats me, except for you. You can't eat.
thank you, friend.
as this is happening, you're kind of like you look at each other and it's like you kind of know you walk for a good chunk of the day and it's like
So how was it inside?
I
I'm still just like wiping off this like
do,
goo and slime and like
but you're like I think it might be a good time to set camp for the night. I need to clean up. So you set up camp, take a long rest. Alright, attack cause, but
I was hoping you say it was like
no,
wait,
it wasn't really combat. It was more of try to solve the solution. But so we are back over to would you like to learn each one about for day 3, the last day of travel.
So what did it smell like in there?
Yeah, 3 days going back.
10.
10? What am I?
You start using my 9 lives pistol again. At least I had advantage.
You begin to walk for the day, and as the day kind of starts to set, it's been a pretty peaceful walk. I haven't seen anything. There's been a few animals, but at the sound of cogs clinking, they've kind of just scurried away. They've realized they're outmatched. So you walk through the day, and as the sun begins to start to set, you come upon, you start to hear what sounds like water. A lot of moving water. And as you kind of look ahead, you see a bridge. Probably just from the distance, it's probably about a 40-foot crossing around this bridge. So what would you like to do? It's probably about 20 feet ahead.
Can I use a perception check to see if there's any trolls under the bridge?
I was thinking, like, there's going to be something under this thing.
11.
11. You're kind of right at the edge of it now. Not really taking a step on it. You're kind of like leaning over, trying to look at the sides. See some moss and vines.
While he's waiting, I'm just going to be like, what you see, buddy?
You don't see a troll. You don't notice it. You don't even hear anything. But there's this long bridge, and you've been to bridges before.
Can I use a history check to see if I've crossed this bridge before?
I'm just going to throw a pebble across the bridge. Just
17.
Yes, and you know there is a bitter, angry old troll that isn't ass. Fucking head was so high. That isn't ass that waits for you to get 3/4 across and either demands money or you solve his puzzle.
what's going through your head there, buddy?
Can I do a history check to see
Why don't you fill him in on what you're thinking?
Why we stopping?
if there's a troll underneath that bridge?
Standing at the edge of this bridge, not walking on it, and causes.
I know that bridge. There's a troll. He's kind of a dick. So Can I use a history check to see if I know if the riddle's the same riddle every time?
You can.
6.
No. Right. At least you don't think. But
I-
you do know.
I like to
that
roll for
He's not you as you literally stand like here's bridge, you're right before stepping on those stones. Because you know once you get like 3/4, this asshole is gonna show up.
Can I use perception to see if there's an alternate route, like another smaller
You
bridge?
can.
Nope.
Ah,
4, 5, 6. I think I got a 4 on perception. Skills. Yeah, 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
you are just like so much water. So much water. So much water.
I mean, how perceptive is he? Can we sneak past him? I see you've been past this guy before. Maybe we can sneak past this guy.
Can I do a history check to see if I know that answer?
You can.
See how perceptive he is.
9.
You have no idea. As you guys literally.
Does he usually
Your
ask for
brother
money,
was
or
the
what does
type
he
of
ask for?
person.
You have that poison, right?
Your brother was the type. Your brother was that type of person that he didn't like games and like puzzles and shit like that. So like, in what you can recall, like the 2 times you came across your brother, it was literally you got to that point and your brother like he would see him and he would just go back and gold at him and just leave it the hell alone. Like,
I slowly just pull out my glaive. I'm like, does he usually hide in the water before he jumps over?
history check.
Yeah.
Slowly pulling out the glaive.
7.
All you know is he usually climbs up the one of the sides once you get like 3/4 away across it.
So we don't know.
You
Slowly
do
putting.
this. You do remember a time when you were crossing when you were younger that one of your friends, your brother's friends, said something to him, and you remember him being thrown off the bridge.
I'm going to take 5 gold and put it in my sling and put poison on it and toss it down the.
Okay. Okay, so make sure you use a vial of poison.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say
Do you have one? Because I do.
I think I do.
yeah, but we both should. We'll use this as the we'll use this as like the trail, I guess, because it's a little over 40 feet. So go ahead and just give me a strength check to let's see how far you can actually toss these points.
I have a sling.
Oh, okay, so then the slinging. Just do it. The swing. Okay, go ahead. 2.
Plus 3,
So
so
you
5.
throw from here. You get it about 15 feet onto this bridge. You just wait. After a few moments, coins just sit there. All of a sudden, you think you see something on the one side.
I throw another coin instead of my sling. Because I can throw better.
While
It's
he's
just a strength, right?
Yeah.
while he's throwing, I just want to see if I could see this
10.
figure that you talked
Okay.
about.
Yeah. Goes even further, almost like the 3/4 point. All of a sudden, you notice if on the right side, you just see something like green just on the side of it, on the top.
I'm going to shout, "Hey, ugly, you dropped something."
As you say, swing this across, you see is like the hair also, and it's like this 6-foot troll. This just like one string of like patch of hair that goes like this, Just literally, just one chunk of white hair that just, and he kind of. This is my bridge. You think this is enough? This is my bridge. This is my bridge. You want to go across my bridge? You answer my questions or you pay the toll. This is not enough. He starts to pick it up. And as he picks it up, you notice he's like, mine. Mine.
Night, night.
Mine. And he's just, you don't know if he's dead. You don't know he's alive. He's definitely poisoned in some capacity. You don't know. But all of a sudden, he does. He's mine. And just, he's laying across, like 30 feet out, just laying across the bridge.
Nice work.
Smart.
Okay.
No, just
We'll just walk across.
Start to walk over. You're gonna step on him or anything.
I was gonna crush his skull, yeah.
And curb stop.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just kind of walking. As you do, Ralph, you kind of walk past him, and you're like, but you just kind of like place your foot.
You know what? I'll just kick him. I won't.
Hard.
Yeah.
As you're walking, you just kind of nod.
in a weird way. I got a weird relationship with this guy.
You just kind of. Roll a d20 to see how hard it is.
Gotta hate love stay with the thing.
6. My strength is +5, so 11.
You just kind of like not very hard, but hard enough to where you see like kind of folds up. And you kind of mine. So yeah. And just like that sucking of air, I'm just trying to say mine. You kind of cross over and you kind of like he kind of like bites, gets himself up.
Don't touch stuff that's not yours.
You see, he's like struggles.
We probably have to cross this bridge on the way back.
But you struggle. He like struggles, and you see he like grabs, and where he like leisurely climbed up over. As you're walking away,
He does like one of those drunk like climbing
like,
over.
not even that. It's like he forced himself over, but where he like nonchalantly would scoop himself, hide underneath it. He like goes over, and all of a sudden you hear splash in the water. And he throws himself over.
I hope he can swim.
Oh.
Well, he's not going to probably end up drowning if he doesn't wake up.
Yeah, that would definitely be interesting on the way back. Okay.
It's the same body fluid.
But as you kind of continue on, you start to come upon, you actually see it. As you kind of get into the more mountainy area, you see where the roads all intersect, and just off of where 4 roads, how do I describe it? Not really a T intersection. It's a T intersection, but there's also paths. So it's like a star intersection. There's tons of roads that come off. And you see, as you're kind of looking on, coming up this way of it, you notice where it splits, you can see up in like the little mountain is, you see a couple of buildings, you see the smoke billowing up in the sky, area of cleared trees, and you see a tower, like a scout tower, and you happen to see a bandit actually with a crossbow. He doesn't have it drawn on you. He recognizes it. He sees both of you in the distance. You're probably about a good 60 feet away at this point, and he's looking right at you. The bow's not loaded as it's not aimed, I guess, but he's got it loaded, kind of aimed
Got it
out as
ready.
he watches you, and you kind of notice as he. So what would you like to do? At this point, you can't. You still got to go up a little bit to see the gate, but at this point, you definitely see like, okay, there's definitely some kind of village up there. That's definitely a guard post. There's somebody watching us. They see us already.
Well, I might as well approach them, know that we're
Guys,
friends.
follow my lead. Walk slowly and calmly, and no sudden movements.
Well, one thing I always learn is know how to take orders.
So just taking it easy as you approach.
Yes.
Okay. So you just kind
Like
of
not with like our hands up or anything. Just like they're out here where they can see that we're not.
no dink.
Yes.
So you kind of start to approach. And as you start to make your way up the hill, up the hill, overlap, and you look, you can see the entrance. It's this massive 12-foot arched entrance within this massive pipe, like literally like they took trees and turned them into spikes and just like pillared them to make a fence. And you see there's two guards, one on each side. One carrying a massive warhammer on his back, and the other carrying a massive greatsword, standing on each side. And as you kind of start to approach, you notice they kind of take a couple steps up, and they look at each other. And the moment the greatsword kind of looks at you both. What say you in our region? What brings you to our area? This is the king's land. We bandits control him. We ask for no conflict. We started no conflict. We live on our own. We are a sole surviving society. Away from the city madness of you folk.
We come here with an offer.
What makes you think my king will come for an offer?
From who it comes from. My little brother. Well, technically older brother. Chaz.
It perks up a little bit. Name rings familiar.
Short little guy. Likes to drink.
Huh. Maybe I bet you wanted. Somebody may want to meet you inside.
We just came here to talk.
Well, I suppose if you mean no harm, we'll allow you in. Just be warned. Any attempt, we won't hesitate. You won't walk out of here alive. Our king himself has slaughtered almost 200 men with barely any shovel.
Understood.
Very well. Did you say Chaz? Speak with Alice. Or not Alice, Ellis. Aeles. Alice. He's I guess you'd call him a seer. He used to deal with people outside the trades, and they know you. Like I said, just keep your weapons in the sheets, and you'll have no problems.
How do you spell seer?
SEERS? Well, since there's one, yeah, SEER.
Oh, okay. It just
I know it's a weird word. But he just
like
kind
there
of.
should be 3 E's.
So you guys gonna track Alice? You gonna try and find him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably gotta go down a rabbit hole, but
Yeah, so you start to walk into the camp, and you immediately you're kind of overtaken because you know them to be bandits, but like as you see this little hamlet, city, village they've built, there's actually like some niceness to this. You see a few children playing in what looks to be like a sandbox. There's a few farmers tending a group of trees. Like they've legitimately built a bit of a city here in the center of the mountains. Agriculturally, water flows. You even see as you can hear the river streaming in the back, but you see aqueducts flowing through the city, and you see the water kind of running along in the ground.
so I'm oh my gosh.
But you kind of look around, and it does. For a group of bandits, you notice what looks to be a very peaceful society, even with what you know of their so-called king. But as you kind of look around, you're looking for Alice, and you're kind of looking. You see a half elf. You notice him kind of standing over, and where most of the houses and tents are, most of the tents are like just regular, triangle tents, simple teepees. You you immediately see this half elf standing in front of this more like concave, circular tent, a little bit bigger than all the others, and he's kind of sitting there, and he's kind of looking. Ralph, he catches your eye for a moment. He looks kind of double back, and then looks away. So what would you like to do?
Start walking that way.
So you start to head towards him, and at this point, he's kind of just like you see him talking to somebody, pointing something out to somebody, kind of directing traffic a little bit, and he kind of looks and he sees you approaching him, That can't be the same walk. That can't be. That just can't be. He kind of like starts to move towards you a little bit.
You know this guy too?
Yeah,
Were you the? Wow, you got big. How's your brother doing?
he's still short.
Sounds about right. Still able to get his hands on anything.
Yes.
Did he ever tell you what the last time you were here for?
No.
Probably a good thing. So, I guess my first question is why are you here? Because obviously my guards don't see you as a threat. And usually we don't get townsfolk out here. Just the occasional wild cultist trying to take things over, raiders. But so what brings you here? And why do I have a sneaky suspicion you're involved with brother?
Well, you're correct on that part. It does involve my brother. He asked us to come here and talk to you to see if you guys would be willing to help with his plan, or at least let him use your village, land, whatever, because it has some strategic value to his plan. All we did was come here to ask and maybe get your help.
And you thought speaking to a seer was your easiest way in? Trying to.
Familiarity might be helpful, I
Well,
thought.
I'm sure you don't remember because you were so young. But my king isn't a tolerance man. He's an egotistical brute.
Well, I have a course of action for that as well.
Oh, is what you're asking me is to protect you to? Is that what you're asking? Is that what you come here for? To see my king?
Yes. That way he doesn't think I'm just barging in and then he attacks. And then I look like the bad
And you say this could be beneficial for both.
guy. I feel, and Chaz feels, yes, it can be beneficial for both. You can grow your village, city, what so you call it. But he needs your help.
Ah, so there's the catch.
Or
You need people to fight for you.
that would be beneficial to both parties.
Well, you do know the bandits do love a good fight. And a life of this has kind of made us a little dreary.
Docile.
But the king with so many kings did something to him. He doesn't want the rest of the people to live like that. It's a tyrant, but also so civil. I can give you some time in front of him. It shouldn't be a problem. He just sits in his royal hall most of the days anyway.
That's all I ask.
Tread carefully. He won't hesitate to fight. Especially to one up you if the chance presents itself. And the other thing I would say is watch your clanker. He likes taking the parts. You see some of the armor he's crafted.
Stop looking at me!
But I suppose you would give me a follow as you kind of start to step. You guys follow him?
Yeah.
You kind of follow him. As you notice as you walk out that as you're walking with this person, everybody else that lives in this town, even the children, are kind of like
I'll meet you back at the gate.
drawn in by like your robot and just the way you look. They're settlers. Everything they wear, they had to make themselves. So it's simplicity of it. And you guys are just so extravagant. Your weaponry, everything. But as he kind of leads you and opens the door to the great hall, and he opens it and kind of looks at you. Just tread carefully, it hurts. going through so much. Kind of step in. And as you do, you immediately see there is this 7-foot Goliath. He's wearing this crown. And immediately what actually perception check. Whatever.
26.
22.
Oh my god, yes, you're gonna get this actually.
I
You
think, right?
immediately listen.
8 plus 14.
You
22.
immediately recognize that on this crown he wears, in the center of it, the center jewel is actually a dragon. And as he kind of looks at you, he kind of gets even bigger as he kind of puffs his chest, spreads his arms. And you know it's just the massive size of this man. And he steps up. What brings it to you? Who are these civilians that grace my hall? I've killed men with less substantiality than these two. Why bring him in my presence? This one here looks like a big man, but he's probably quite small. I mean, look at him. All that fancy equipment. And then this thing. What is this? His god? A robot servant? Because he can't fight his own battles? You bring 2 cowards before me? Me? See, what is the point of this? And he kind of, sir. They come with an offer. We've made deals with this one and his brother in the past. His brother has been very reliable and very helpful to us. I agreed to give them counsel. They have something that could be both opportunity to them and to us. I suggest hearing them out as he kind of sits back for a moment, hear them out. So be it. What do you have to say?
My brother Chaz. Yes, that Chaz.
Keep the names out of it. Just tell me your plots. I don't have a lot of time.
Okay. We either need or would like your help in his plan to overthrow whatever coup he is doing, or allow us the privilege of using your land as a strategic point.
You see this moment, and even the seer's kind of surprised as on his face there's this moment of deep introspection of really taking in and thinking what is the strategic value to it as he kind of the politics of this island have all been unjust. Fair trade. I watch them cross their lines past my city every day. All on an equal plane. When one really just needs to have a prerogative and motivation. And I'm assuming the one your brother speaks of and is trying so hard to is that wretched leader Jordan. When you see there's this hate. So the question becomes, what's in it for me? As I rule as king of my own little land, as my own little city, undisputed, what aid would come to me to join your fight? Because it so clearly is your fight. And look, you walk around with this thing. You have the money. Can you not buy soldiers? My bandits more valuable to you?
They have a certain finesse about doing business.
I know a barbarian when I see one. You don't like hesitancy, do you?
No. Kind of just like, I like going in axe swinging.
Kind of looks over at Collins. Do you trust this man?
Oh, definitely.
Looks very spineless.
That's one thing he doesn't have. He slipped out of a plant. It was kind of funny, actually.
Seen bigger balls. He's puny.
That would be because I am a half orc.
Yeah, he's like kind
But-
of like
Don't worry, his brother's
like
smaller
he's
than he is.
intentionally like discounting you, like making you small right now. And he's can he even lift that hammer he carries on his back?
And he could throw that miles away. You should see it ricochet off things. Bing, ding, 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 ding. It's like a pinball machine, you know?
At least I don't sit around and just watch other people do business.
Kind of looks at you and he literally pulls ahead. I would say my business is going pretty well. And it's still just dripping blood. This is a fresh head. Is he just kind of like, that's not my issue, small one. So what say you? Are you guaranteeing me a king seat? Or are you merely demanding I hand all my goods to you?
Temporarily.
I'm just asking if you'd like to join and grow, possibly from whatever plan my brother has, or let us use your camp, city, what be it. Well, 16.
Kind of looks at you. That is just your mom. I can't agree to that.
Wouldn't you like to grow your area, your profits, what do you that makes you happy?
Kind of hesitates for a moment and looks at you. So you kind of grab the crown. Dragons are like this. You don't understand the body I have. So I asked, what's in it for me?
I let you keep being a little big man.
Said it.
No, you just keep getting to be a little big man.
You know who you're talking to.
Yes,
Relationship.
a little big man. 11.
He stands up and he towers over you. And he kind of comes up to you. He places his hand on your shoulder, his massive, like 12-inch hand, and he just squeezes you, and you could feel it. Is it? Is that so? I'm not.
I grab his hand with my hand, and my claws just grow.
Oh, okay. So you kind of.
Would you like an intimidation check on that?
Seeing how things going.
Yeah, you're just watching this
Um,
like pissing contest of
16.
machismo.
I quickly cast
16?
guidance, so make that
Oh.
+4. I just like,
Yeah.
buddy.
Dirty 20.
Your nails grow, and it immediately like kind of pulling his hand back.
Sometimes strength doesn't need to be size. Sometimes it's cunning. Brains over bronze.
Well, I'm a bit of a warrior myself.
Bronze. Brains and bronze.
So I'll give you the offer of offering. There's a pit out there. Best me. My men will greatly gladly never meet you. Whoever slays me. Unless you're a coward, as you appear to be. Words not heard. Tempest, bitch!
Ah, if that is what it needs to be, I will.
He's gonna go smack you. Like literally. Do you wanna?
Reaction, stab his hand with my tail.
Well, I'm sure it's smack.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, because that's what in this. Essentially, either smacks it out
Yeah.
or I can back up.
Sure. Takes off the shoulder pauldrons. You see, he's just like scars. Let's step outside then.
Ladies first.
He grabs you and just he does just straight up just shoves you out. Okay, so we got Ralph. This is a one-on-one combat between Ralph and. Okay, so go ahead and roll initiative, buddy. Cause you were just like watching this.
Can I discreetly try to cast Shield of Faith on him?
You absolutely can.
So
Initiative.
you just get a +2 to your AC bonus.
What's my AC bonus?
What was that?
He gets +2 to his AC
So
now
yeah,
for 10
AC
minutes.
20.
Okay.
And what'd you roll?
18.
Get in the hole. That's what she said. Okay. Okay, so you are up first, Ralph. What would you like to do? As he's just like, he doesn't even grab a weapon, dude. He's like, you see his fist is like, he slides on his mitts.
So that's touch.
So are we doing like just fist or am I using what?
And you can use whatever the hell you want.
Oh, okay.
It's beat each other down so either one dies or one gets up. He does-
Yeah, give me 1 second.
he doesn't have his armor on, so who really took it off because he's so unafraid of it. Rob, what are you doing this? As you literally see like a circle form as these two are getting ready to like fight.
Anybody want to take that?
There's this like gnome just like chilling. He's like, I'll take 50 okay.
50 on my buddy.
Shakes your hand.
I'm gonna just take my hammer and just go for the smack of his life.
Right beside the face.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll in the funny. 5.
Okay, wait. I gotta get to that real quick too. Because this works with my mask of the mule too.
So go ahead and roll D20.
15.
Just this. Yeah.
Okay. So that's 2d6 plus 5. Plus, or no, wait. What? Oh, I'm ignoring that part. My bad. It's 1d10.
1d10 and then you add 2d8, just like whatever. So there's your 1d10. So now your 2d8 of whatever damage.
1 plus. Let's go with necrotic damage.
Okay. Go.
And then, since I hit him with that, with my Mask of the Mule Wolf, when determining your character, I don't care about that. Checks and saving throws, blah blah. When you hit a large or smaller creature with a melee weapon attack, you can use a bonus action to force the creature to make a DC 16 Strength or Dexterity save throw. Its choice. On a failed save, the creature is knocked out. So DC 16 Strength or Dexterity, your choice.
Well, it's got a massive stat sheet, so it's with the dirty one.
Oh, that's fine.
It's got high. Its stats are high, so
It was just because I can use that ability every time as my bonus
oh, I gotta
action.
remember for next turn. I'll give it to you this time, but it is immune to necrotic damage. I'll give it to
Is
you this
it?
time. Yeah, it's immune. So I'll give it to you for now, but yeah. So that one you know it's immune to necrotic.
Oh yeah, it's a Goliath, isn't it?
Humanoid Goliath.
Okay.
Technically. It's like a mix of a couple different.
Because I was like, wait, this dude's human. He's not.
I found this from I found this from a guy online. He used it as like a main bad guy. I just kind of ripped it a bit. But okay, so that's your bonus action.
I still get one more
Yeah,
attack.
yeah. Swinging it, throwing it. You try to cast guidance on him. You can always be trying to.
I still have guidance, technically.
No, it's he.
Oh, I thought guidance is touch.
Oh, is yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have been doing that long time. But I'm trying not to interfere in this battle because I'm not sure how that would go. That's why I discreetly just use that Shield of Faith on him, since that's from
Yeah, that would give him
60 feet at least.
Oh, so good. What you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Swing him.
swing on him with the slashing side.
Thunderstorm coming?
The slash attack. 3 plus 5 is
13.
doesn't break 15. And with that is his turn. He kind of looks at you. He kind of chuckles. It's the best you got, little man. Really? Really? As, like, even the crowd of all these bands kind of start to chuckle. He's gonna run up to you. He like barrels you and then just like spine busters you onto the ground. Okay.
I'm gonna use my reaction. And that pushes him away 10
Well,
feet.
actually, you can't because you have to make a save here.
What kind of
It
save?
grabs your ankles. It's going to be a Constitution save. Because it's just literally taking your feet out underneath you. Like he's like double leg takedown.
Okay.
Okay.
16?
16 for. Yeah, thanks. 16 plus 6, right? 34 D4s. It's just D4s, Will. I mean, it's a few of them, but it's just D4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you take. Oh, what an ass roll! 13 plus 5, so 18 points of damage. Ones.
I'm gonna let you do that math. I have to use it. Gerard, start talking up bets.
Taking more bets over here.
You can tell I screw around with Naruto all the time. It's like his is so. Your probably is too. Mine's really loose because I screw with it all the time.
It's a little stiff. No, my math can be slow, so it's just easier to let the computer do it.
So that is his attack. Let's see, he's got bonus wise.
But yeah, while my character's just standing there, he's just going to yell around, just seeing who else is willing to take some bets. 50 gold pieces on my buddy Ralph.
That note looks back at you. I want
60.
200.
Deal on that, bud.
All right.
Right.
So it's got 250. Well, he's got 250 on the king. So, but you see as you're watching this, Ralph is kind of like he's a little beat up. He's looking a little razzled at this time. The king, Ralph's put a lick on him, but he's still like almost mockery to it.
Hmm? Try to decide.
Let's do that. So much crazy stuff in here.
Whose turn is it next?
And it is this.
Alright.
Yeah, this was a like final creature in somebody's campaign.
Mhm.
It's almost 500 points. I'm not playing off of that. But
Right.
At the original stat block, so it's almost 500.
Oh, wow.
Some of the things this thing can do are just ridiculous. Like if I was to use this as like honestly, it may not have the range of a dragon, but like as a full boss, if I was to follow the stat sheet, it'd be better. But you're kind of standing there, and as you do, Alice kind of walks up to you, and he's like, well, this situation kind of devolved, didn't it? Well,
I say it did. But he got it under control.
I hope someone kills him, and he's not giving up. Same time, who's ever really gotten close to killing him?
Well, this will be its first.
It'd be interesting to see. I truly don't believe he's gonna let someone kill him. I don't see it.
200 on my buddy.
Alice is like, well, I guess I'll take that. Guess you got $50 right in So he kind of looks at you and he's like, I've never really seen the king beat up to the point where he's actually had his life right. So I don't know if something's gonna happen here. It's your turn, right? I don't know if I don't know if he's gonna actually allow something to this is a very interesting thing. I mean, I can see her. I've seen him die before. I've warned him of the prophecy. So I don't know if it's
Died before. What do you mean by that?
it wasn't here though, and that's why I don't understand this whole situation. You don't hear this, Ralph, by the way.
Okay.
But he doesn't. He dies in a war. He gets killed on his horse. It's like all kind of weird to him. It's a pissing contest.
You suck.
Why?
Because my Master of the Jackal, it does plus 30 necrotic damage, and he's immune to that. Is he immune or resistant?
He's immune.
Oh.
It's immune.
How come all the shit he has, they're all immune to crap, and we're only resistant to shit?
Right.
You don't want to go on this?
No.
Because
Right now.
Because believe me when I tell you, I hardly, if ever, pay attention to immunities and resistance.
I know. I'm just giving you.
I know. Yeah, it's your turn. You don't even know if he's gonna fight all the way. It's a pissing contest right here.
True.
All it
I
might
like
take is
to
that
roll
one.
a history check to see if I recollect any of that prophecy stuff they was telling me.
Go ahead.
All
But
right.
yeah, all you know is a pissing contest to see who's bigger. He made it very clear.
History.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with my hammer again.
21.
16 plus 5. So that's 1d10. Oh, wrong thing.
1d10 bludgeoning,
So 6 bludgeoning.
and then 2d8.
Let's go with fire.
Okay.
10 fire.
You can take that full damage. So it's 16 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait. And plus 5.
Oh. 21.
Yes.
Okay. He kind of buckles a little bit, kind of falls to his knees for a second, then he gets up. Oh, tiny man. Side effect.
I'm going to use my bonus attack first. Or my bonus action first. 16 dexterity or standing. Save throw again.
6.
Okay. There's one time he's not going to
15
save.
plus 6, bro.
What?
Plus 6, so.
But the one time you don't.
True. It's the truth. It's a game of dice.
And then I'm going to hit him again.
Okay.
11 now.
No. He kind of looks at you, and as you kind of look at him, you notice where you had hit him in the face, all of a sudden a little blood rushes starts trickling down his face, and
Yes, that's my gun. That's my gun.
he is just going to. You see him draw this massive, literally sledgehammer off his back. You know what I just realized? This is disgusting. I didn't put this together until just right now. This stat block and this creature is a joke on Triple H.
Yep. That makes sense.
Like I never realized it, but like as I sit here and look at the attacks and everything, this is Triple H.
Oh,
I never realized that. So he like pulls his sledgehammer off his back and he just, with the full force of it, brings it down.
Okay, I'm using my reaction. So I use the form of the beast, tail, and if the creature you can see within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to swipe your tail and roll a d8, applying it to my AC equal to the number I roll, potentially causing an attack to miss me. So, roll.
I do.
27. So it does not hit me.
He misses. He immediately doesn't hesitate as that hammer comes right back up. Where's your reaction, bitch? 16 plus 6? 22, right?
yep.
Yeah. So the hammer comes up and it just right in
Oh,
your
you can only use the action once, right?
Yeah. It right in your side as it, and you feel it. And you take.
Oh, did you do the math? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Thank you.
$20 points of damage. That was a hit. It said 61.
How far?
Yeah.
How far am I from him since I'm in the crowd?
Probably like 15 feet. You're behind him. You could always try to sneak up and.
Well, I got a thing I can cast here that goes to 30 feet, which is my aid, which gives him 5 extra points of maximum health.
Feel that? He's gonna be 5 hit points. And that's your turn.
And I rolled a 21 on that history check for the
You you've heard quite a few prophecies, but in your state of like trying to put your memories together, you have no
corrupt files.
idea. Yeah, yes. You're like, I've heard shit like this happening before, but I don't know specifics.
And while we're talking, I'm just like, is there any weak spots on this guy that you know about? Hmm?
Um,
Anything else?
okay, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to act like I'm running away.
What are you thinking? Okay.
And then as I get to, I don't know, a good distance, I'm gonna throw my fireball at.
The thing is, you're gonna catch it. Because it's that room. So what did he?
Because it's what is it? It's only like four.
That's fireball. Because this is how I'm hearing. This is the thing you consider. Is technically humans.
Yeah.
I mean, you could totally do it. Because what it is essentially, I'll keep this movie, is this. There's people like, this is a window, so there's people here like watching this, where everyone's watching from. Cogs is in the doorway. But if you were to do it, it'd be that whole room. So you'd have to. I need a death save to get through the doorway.
No.
At the end of this first bill.
Get close to the door.
I would say throw that bitch and hope you get a nat 20.
Yep, I'm gonna throw it again.
If you get a nat 20,
7 + 5. But I think I can use a cruel dice to also,
yeah, you can.
which is 1d6.
Yep. Go ahead. Yeah, you really muster the throw, and it just you're really not used to throwing the shorter hammer. So like you muster it, give it that good chuck you're used to giving, but like in that little overconfidence, you just like fling it a little too early and it flies a little to the right. So that's the end of your turn, correct? Yes. I believe so. That's your turn. And then
Yeah, because bonus action is movement, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna try to hit you with that sledge again. First attack fails. Second attack hits for the 17 plus 6 reaction. Okay.
Yeah. So 17 + 6 is 23.
Yeah. You gotta roll 3.
7.
As he, on that second blow, as it like almost connects with you, that tip of your tail comes up and smacks it out of the way. And that's going to end of his turn.
So would that be a attack of opportunity since he like literally missed that?
It give you advantage because he's stumbling.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my hammer and
And he's throwing it or swinging it.
swinging it.
Swinging it. Okay. Yeah, it gives you advantage because it's like
Just because that's part of like my reactions or actions and like opportunity. 18 + 5.
yeah, because like if you think about it, like in the heat of battle, if you go to swing it, if someone goes to swing a big sword on you,
Right.
and all of a sudden you deflect it, they're gonna get that moment of instability. So that's you get advantage right there because they're trying to get that block back in.
Okay.
So would you roll?
23.
Okay, that definitely is.
And then it's 1. 7. And then we're gonna do. Let's. I wonder if like. Yeah, we'll do lightning damage. 9 lightning damage.
So 10 total.
Uh. No, 7.
Oh, I thought it was 1.
It rolled to 1. It was a 7.
8,
Not
16.
plus 5.
21.
Yeah.
He drops to one knee. And he kind of looks up with you. And at this point, the blood on his cheek from where you first hit him is now like pouring. And his whole cheek is like red. And as he looks up at you, undetermined in his soul. And man, misforgive me.
And then I guess I'll do. Did I do my first attack already?
That when he looks at you, yeah, it's not really an opportunity attack. It's an advantage on the first.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to.
He kind of looks at you. He's beaten down at this point. Cog kind of looks at you and you see like blood's pouring down the one side of his face.
I'm start getting a little jittery excited because it's like I'm going to be rich.
So he looks at you and he's just like, so what would you do? Because a king wouldn't hesitate. A true leader wouldn't hesitate. You have me on my knees.
Okay.
Dude, no, this is a decision. You got to think about this. This is long term. So really think about this. This guy could be useful. There's things you could do here.
I go.
Because remember, he may have use. He's on his knees, like he's got his head like this. You could the crown is
Right. So I go, and as I'm going to swing, I stop and go, doink, and take his crown and put it on my head.
spits out a little bit of blood. No foe never bested me.
That was really impressive. And I don't really compliment that much.
You see like this defeat. And he kind of gets up off of one knee, his knee on the ground. I know when I'm bested.
But I'm the captain now.
Okay. He looks in the eyes, bows his head. You weren't standing battle line. I give you my sword and my men who bend. And you watch as literally everybody bends the knee. Cog, you're the only one standing. And all of a sudden,
Whoa.
I just hand you bags of coins. So you add 800 points. So
Nice job.
you did it. As he kind of looks up at you, I'm gonna write it down for now because I haven't made it online. But that is the crown that allows you to talk to dragons. I'm giving you this more. I'll say cropping, but with that, we're at 9 o'clock right now.
But so as he like bowing, bending the knee,
Yeah.
whatever, I stick my hand out and pull him up.
You pick him up. A warrior, not a coward. I will gladly serve you. My men will gladly serve you. As long as men rise, my city is yours. You've heard my title. Only thing I ask, because you don't seem to be the type to sit in your kingdom. Let me rule under your watch. And he says this to both of you. I will follow every order. And if a chance and you say it to be true, of a coup and a chance at greater power, I will fight by your side. I have a legion of 60 men. They're yours.
Okay then.
It's good.
You're free to stay here for the night. As it is a few days back to the city. But with that, we will end things here for the night. That was a great episode. A lot of great role playing. Appreciate you guys. These guys are getting good. It's getting clever. I'm loving the plan. Appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Good for next week.
Yep.
We will see you next Friday for episode 23. We're getting good, guys. These guys are building an army. I smell the coop coming. I smell a kingdom in rattled. But everybody have a good night. Everybody have a great freaking weekend. With all love, all joy. Have a great week.